Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Nicole. It's the weekend. Heck yeah, right? Friday. Thank God. It's been a week. So this is going to be your weekend reading from February 2nd to February 4th. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Cross watcher if that's you. Welcome to the channel as well. I am going to split this video into two in hopes that they will upload faster for you all. So we're going to run Aries through Virgo, and then we'll do Libra through Pisces in the second video. So I'm just trying to break things down to make it easier on me and for you guys as well. So with that, we're going to get started as soon as I finish coughing here. For everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed to the channel, thank you so very much for your love and support. I appreciate each and every single one of you, as always. Couldn't do it without you. And then what else did I want to say? Personal reads. So I've got a calendar. I'm going to get the link up. I'm going to update the description box over the weekend, and you'll be able to book through there. I will also say if those times do not work for you that are available, you can email me. That email will still be in the description box and the about section of the page. And reach out to me. My schedule's a little wonky, so if I can squeeze you in, I absolutely will. Okay, I will work my very best with you to be flexible. So there's that. And then Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, your monthly reads for February will be out. I was hoping to have those done before now, but such is life, so it is what it is. All right, Aries, let's get started with you and go from there. All right, Aries, let's see what you all got going on February 2nd through the 4th. Spirit for Aries, what does Aries need to know here? Aries. Spirit is saying it's subliminal. So let's see what that means for you guys. Give me 1 second. Something about walking the walk and talking the talk. Like, Aries, I feel like that has to do with you specifically, but I also feel like you could be, and I think this came out before, where you're kind of paying attention to those around you as well. So let's see, like, if they're summoning and growth, it's calling something in from the outside, looking to the outside, right? Manifesting something. Grove is to work on the self. So let's see what comes up. Aries, Spirit, what does Aries need to know this weekend? What is High Priestess of Water? Aries, you could be dealing with a water sign, does not have to be High Priestess of Water and honesty. I'm not sure astrologically what is happening. I am so far behind on what the hell besides Pluto and Aquarius is happening, and the fact that I know all the planets I believe are direct right now. But there's a lot around communication. I've seen that in the weekly read. I'm seeing it again here right now with that honesty. They're talking about the emotional clarity and communication of the same. So I'm not sure what's happening here. But there's love on the bottom there. There's a lot of, Spirit is calling it factual truth that is either coming to light, or you're stepping into that power. Again, walking the walk, talking the talk. Or are you as you say you are? Or are you doing as you say you do? It's a real interesting energy that's coming through with this. Pride. Look, it's like protection and guardianship. Okay, and guidance. It's like, over the weekend, it's like you're taking stock. We'll call it that. You're taking stock of little key pieces within you, Aries, that says, this is who I am. This is my integrity. This is my ethic. This is my morals. This is my, all of these things. This is a very, I'm going to call it heavy in the sense of the way that it comes in is very powerful. Taking responsibility with this guardianship of the self, and getting very clear about that energy. And I'm going to say there could have been times, Aries, and I think this came up for you maybe in January, where you've started to question a belief system, an idea, why you do the things you do, just all of it. I'm going to call it training, life's training that you've had and or conditioning forever and a day. And it's like, what about these things have made me feel inspired to change? And when I say that, it's like, what is it about the situations in your world that are asking you to make change? And it's like, you know, maybe you, I don't know, used to speak a certain way. We'll use it as an example. And now you're like, you know what? That doesn't resonate with the person I'm becoming or the person I am now. It's like you're making these changes, and that 5 there, you're jumping from an 8 to a 10, 4 to a 5. What have I learned about me and what I'm supposed to be doing or how I'm supposed to be viewed? But I feel like, Aries, whatever this is like an upgrade in who you are, how you move, what you do, why you do what you do. And you're taking the World cards, huh? And, okay, the Angel of Strength and the World card. I can't talk today. Oh my goodness. And contract on the bottom. We're going to leave it right there. Another 5 and an 11. 6, 9, 9. There's some, okay, here's an interesting fact, Aries. There's something about somebody around you. Now, this could be masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter. But the way this comes in is you've had at some point here over who knows when, an interaction with somebody that, and it could be a water sign. You've got water here on the table. And you also have Taurus, Leo twice as well. So it could be a Leo, Aquarius, and who am I forgetting? Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. There we go. That you had some kind of interaction with. Now, this could have been in regards to family situations. This could have been, Spirit is saying, a client. This could have been a legal issue with this contracts. It's like the Justice Scale and the Hierophant and all these cards rolled into one with this one. There was something about this connection that taught you something about yourself, or is teaching you still to this day something about yourself. And now you're seeing that the world is not quite as you thought it was. The interesting thing to this, though, Aries, is I think through this communication, this is the thing that's being brought to you. And I don't feel like this person is necessarily playing a role in this now. I feel like they have shown you something. And now you're doing the work. And you could have gone to a healer. You could have gone, you know, who knows who you were dealing with. Everybody's situation will be different. But this gives me a healer's vibes. That is somebody you dealt with. Because a healer will, you know, if you come to me for a reading, I can't do the work for you. It's my job to advise you on what you can do, what your different paths are. I give you the tools. You have to put in the work, right? That's how this feels. Is somebody gave you the tools or the awareness to something, and now you're starting to see there's a lot of truth behind whether the way they move, whether it was ethics or morals or their spiritual beliefs or just a way of being that says, I see something that I didn't see before, and it's probably kind of lit up your world to make you dive into certain areas of life. And there's growth in that. There's strength, and it's like, okay, I'm willing to see maybe a darker side of the world. And, you know, when I said about, you know, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy, the water signs, especially Scorpio, will sit in the darkness, and this world being exposed is looking at both the good and the bad, right? It's taking stock of everything around you, what is positive and negative too, and how they impact one another. So I feel like this weekend, Aries, like you're really checking into yourself and deciding what works for you moving forward. King of Wands and can we ever get a reading without the King of Wands sticking his nose in? I swear to goodness. He's in everything. He's been in everything since like December, I think it was November, December. Spirit is saying with those two cards, challenging. This was a challenging decision to have to make, or an understanding to have. Okay, so what is this? Angel of Strength, healing. Look at this, Aries. You guys, and I'm going to say that's what I wanted to say earlier. You may not be speaking on this awareness. Like you may just be kind of going within and not Hierophant. There he is. Like I told you, Hierophant vibes. I don't think you're really speaking on this. I think you're just aware of it and you're doing it on your own. And I feel like you're very much in tune with the self, getting and deepening that knowledge of the self. It's creating some kind of healing, and I feel like it's making you feel good, whatever you've learned or whatever's been brought to your attention as you dive deeper. and it's clearing a path for you, okay? The World card is also endings, right? Page of Pentacles. Now, I will say this, and I've seen this for you guys before, like maybe exiting a situation or a relationship or whatever it was. It's going to be different again for everybody. But this Page of Pentacles, like for me, in this particular deck, she's holding back. She's not extending that pentacle. She's not trying to make an offer or anything like that. You're holding back. And I would say to you, I think for some of you, you're waiting for some other facts or other information or something to come in or to deal with something before you can step fully into the light. Once your Page of Pentacles here, it starts to extend that hand to what is new, what new opportunities and offers come through, what you find is love and happiness. The Empress, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups. And it's going to come from that space, Aries, from within. It's not going to come from anybody else, but you're going to have to be the one to make the decisions as to when you're ready to move forward. Okay, so, but I feel like that's kind of like on the forefront of your mind. This is very much your energy, not so much someone else. Like I said, there is someone around you that I think has brought in this awareness, but they're not necessarily playing a role in it. Twin flames, yin, yang, and balance, unity, or union and duality, complement and polar opposites. And I do feel like that's part of this, is there's somebody that's come in, and twin flames often come in and show us different parts of ourselves. Death card, Scorpio energy. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform, what's dead is dead. And I think that that's part of this, is recognizing you're not the same person you used to be, and that old version of you is gone. But this could also be, again, I said about an ending around a relationship or something. There's some kind of partnership that is going to come to an end, and I think that's where the hesitancy is coming. And then knowing what to do to move forward, because with the Page of Pentacles, the World card, Nine of Cups, you've got love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Aries, you've definitely got other people outside of your energy, but the focus there this weekend is just not on the other people, it is on yourself. And I do think that once you make these movements forward and are ready to make those moves, what comes through is something that brings you complete fulfillment, complete emotional happiness, but you have to find that independence of it within you, and then you're going to be able to give that out to the world. You're very guarded, but I think money too, in due time, is gonna, your money's gonna change. So I don't know why I say, if you're making $100,000 a year, I know the majority of us probably don't, but if you are, expect that to double. And I hate to go put expectations on something, but it's going to change significantly. So, all right, Taurus. All right, I can't spend hours on it. Taurus. All right, I get going. I'm like, these are the messages. I don't want to keep, move slow, because I want to get these done for you guys today. All right, anyhow, Taurus. Moving on. All right, Spirit, Taurus, February 2nd through the 4th. What is it the Taurus needs to know? Nice boys, I'm serious. Keep it short and sweet. I try. All right, Taurus. What's going on for Taurus? Playful and... I feel like your... Spirit just said your mind is running you amok again. Taurus, I love you guys. But oh my goodness gracious, here we go. I want to play, but does it get me into trouble? And there we go again. I see that for you guys consistently. All right, let's see, Taurus, what's going on? Meditation. Time to take a mental break and check out, Taurus. There's your card, the Lust card, every time. I swear to goodness, in this deck, that's what you guys roll out as every freaking time. Taurus, you can go out and play and frolic, which was the underlying, or you can take a time out. They cage yourself in and settle yourself. Whatever is happening, settle down. I feel like whatever this is, though, Taurus, like there's a conscious effort that you're trying to do things differently than you have in the past. But there's always something that pulls you back. You start to make progress, and there's something... here's the thing, and I feel the need to express this. Not every Taurus is dealing with addictions. You guys pop up with that devil energy all the time. It's not always obsession. It's not always all of those things. But deep-seated within a lot of you, there is that one thing that goes, and its spirit is saying it's outside of your emotions. It's like an adrenaline rush. It's a high. You know, we can get a high from listening to certain music. We can get a high from, you know, starting a new relationship. You know, where are those endorphins and the dopamine coming from? And what is it that sets that trigger off? I mean, it could be a chemical imbalance when it's said and done, right? And when we have addictions of any sort, and it doesn't have to be an addiction, it can be a habit, or a pattern, or a way of being, or the only thing that we feel makes us feel good, right? We can get addicted to that sense of that alone. It could be food, it could, I don't know, it could just be anything. And that's the thing, like it sits so deep within. There's a lot of inner healing that needs to happen. And there you are. There you are. It's like, what makes me feel good? And Taurus, yes, by all means, like we need to feel good. We need to have good things to look forward to, but are those good things healthy in the way that they're being expressed? Bond. Pisces energy. I'm going to tell you right now, I got the chills. Pisces season could be very imperative for you. You know, you guys went through your moment of the North and the South Node, right, with Scorps. But this is like the need to put something to bed once and for all. And I feel like in Pisces season, Taurus, this is coming. The aha, the awakening moment for some of you who are willing to step into that, it's coming in. It may be, Spirit is saying from the other side, there may be, what I'm getting a vision of is almost like if someone has had somebody that's passed away, like they're coming in via dreams or something from the other side. Something in that dream is said, done, seen, whatever, that sparks. Like, it almost feels like a night terror to me. But it scares the hell out of you so bad that it is, oh shit. There's something about that. And that's not going to probably resonate for all of you. But for some of you, that's how this is going to come in. For this weekend, you're noticing the imbalance for this energy and the way it shows up in your life. And I think the Spirit right now is asking you to dive deeper into that knowing and that knowledge that says this is a red flag, this is a white flag. Like learning to surrender to just letting things alone that you know are not healthy for you. Okay? So Goddess of the Moon, door to Spirit. Spirit is working to you and through you. And that Goddess of the Moon, you know, I always see her as like, go ahead and take in the shot, right? But I feel like this is like the 11th hour of Spirit rushing in and going, hold on, before you take that shot, wait a second. Let's talk about this. Pay attention to the intuitive downloads that you're getting towards. They're very, very important at this time. Storm warning. This is all about... This is like, I'm going to call this a runner-chaser dynamic with yourself. Chasing the next high and then running from the consequences of it or whatever it is. It's knocking your stability off. And it's like, it's almost like the need to try to escape something. And I will say, Taurus, either you or someone you're dealing with, go back 2 years. You've got the 2. They're giving me big emphasis on that 2. What happened 2 years ago? What goes around comes around. And that's part of this. What happened 2 years ago for some of you? But something is stirring up for a wake-up call. Okay? Very interesting energy, Taurus. I also feel like some of you could be trying to hide from the consequences of actions, or you are dealing with somebody who is trying to hide from the consequences of their actions. What isn't rectified here, you know, and this is an extreme example. Like maybe just somebody, you know, you got in legal trouble or something, I don't know. Or you got called out on something, you know, you could be the one doing this for somebody else. where we think that we have maybe escaped the consequence of an action, or we got off the hook and it wasn't that bad. Spirit, karma, God, Buddha, like whatever you believe in, it didn't go unseen. You made a contract with something at some point, and now it's like it's coming back around to be resolved. Now, for some of you, this could be past life karma, but this is heavy, and it's like we're going to chase you off out of the darkness and into the light, one way or another. One card to clarify. The Emperor. Three of Wands. To let go of control, to move on from this. There could be some arguments. There could be some things coming up. Towards this, I feel like Spirit is just going, please be aware at this point with this energy that's coming through. It's again, like, look, I just shuffled these cards. I said karma, karmic relationship, whatever happened 2 years ago, I'm telling you, resentments, triggers, perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. This is coming in, and it's like, it will not be stopped. It can't be stopped. Whatever is done in the dark comes to light, right? Like, it's coming out, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression and arriving. And Spirit is saying that receiving what you need is the consequence of the action. You know, this Three of Wands, she's waiting. You know, she's got her surfboard. It would be a hell of a lot easier on a boat to float out to sea and go where she's going. You can't escape what's coming through. I feel like right now you're trying to enjoy whatever it is that dopamine high is, that adrenaline rush is for you. But the past keeps resurfacing. Whatever this was with a soulmate keeps resurfacing. Something's coming in to clear this out once and for all. Be aware. Okay? All right. Gemini. Yet another long reading. I might have to break these down in quarters. I don't know. I just, the messages are, and there was the truth card. If they come out, they need to be dealt with. That's all there is to it. And Taurus, if you're still tuned in, everything that was in the underlying energy, deceit, a lot of lies, deception, it's all coming to the aha moment. All right, Gemini, 22:45. But yeah, if these messages run longer, there's a reason. All right, Gemini, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see. What's going on for you this weekend? February 2nd through the 4th. It's February already. Heck yeah, we're so much closer to spring. I'm so excited. Gemini, the moon and wishing. Oh, fine details. I feel like you're waiting on something right now, Gemini. You're still waiting for like confirmation of something. Like, I don't know. You're waiting. There's a period of waiting here happening for you this weekend. Belonging. So some of you could be buying a house. Like some of you could be buying a house, moving. Some of you could be going back to visit family. I don't know. There's something around where it is that you belong that is very much the only thing you're focused on. I feel like you could be getting emails or conversations, text messages or something requiring some kind of documentation as well right now. You could be working odd hours, up late at night, not sleeping the greatest. There's just a lot going on, but yet you feel like everything is kind of on hold. So, let's see. Sacrifice, Gemini, there you are. Same thing happened with Taurus. Taurus popped up in there in reading. Fantastic. Rescue and sacrifice. I feel like, you know, if you're losing sleep at night, I feel like there's a time crunch though. Like you're trying to get a bunch of stuff done so that you can have whatever is coming in for you. So you could feel like a lot of these things are kind of like eating your time or energy, and you could be feeling a little worn out. But I feel like whatever your end game is, Gemini, you're still working. Like you're still doing what you got to do. You do feel pretty amped up about whatever this is. So you're making the strides to do what you need to do, regardless of, and you're doing it creatively, ingenuity. I also feel like if it comes to your work or something, that people could be, you know, your boss or whoever, other people around you are working with you, and you've got the gratitude card coming in, because it's like there's somebody around you, Gemini, who says, you know, like, I see how hard you work and I see what you're trying to do. And it's inspiring. Whatever you're doing is inspiring to somebody around you. And so they're trying to assist you somehow. So I finally feel like you guys are dealing with your emotions and the material world, and you're persevering through whatever this challenge is. But I feel like you guys are super busy. You got a lot going on with whatever this move or this change might be. This could be a job change, right? It could be moving, job change, new vehicle. Like, there could be anything, right? Whatever makes you feel good about you and feels right in your life. But you're doing it blossoming abundance, Gemini. Goddess of the moon, storm warning. I feel like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, Gemini. Sometimes I think it's like, I don't know. Yeah, patience in the storm warning. Like, you're manifesting this. Take it one day at a time. Don't overdo it right now. If you can, take this weekend to relax. Here comes the Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands. Listen, if things aren't working out, and you feel like everything is pushing against you somehow, step into your space of love and remember love and gratitude first and foremost, and know that your truth of where it is that you're headed, you might have some obstacles along the way about how you're going to get through it, how you're going to do it. You know, communication is going to be a thing, but you're going to have to just get creative each time something happens. And I think that you're going to be fine. It just may feel a little harder than it has to be for you, but don't lose focus and sight of where it is that you're heading and what it is your goals and your plans are. It doesn't feel bad to me at all, Gemini. Passion in the Golden Mirror. Somebody else could be reflecting their insecurities on you. Like, let's say you're buying a house and you went through a specific bank and they're being a little, like, maybe there's a little hang up somewhere or something like that, right? You talk to the person you work with and they say, oh, when I dealt with them, they were horrible, blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. They're going to lower your vibration in what you're doing, okay? Because they're like negative Nelly. Don't let other people distort your vision. Not saying don't pay attention to other people's experience. I mean, it's why we read the reviews in Google. Like, when we're going to go, you know, to a business or whatever, like, we want to kind of know what we're getting ourselves into. But I do feel like whoever this is, they may have had a bad experience. So they're telling you you're going to have a bad experience. So you're thinking about that bad experience. Instead of being creative and finding a solution to it, you're going, oh, this is, you know, falling along the lines of so-and-so. Separate yourself from that person. Just, you know, don't listen to piss poor advice. The dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change. Things come to light and healing. So yeah, you're doing what you need to do. Listen, whoever it is that you're relying on through this, could be a little bit of jealousy there. I don't know if jealousy is the right word. It's like misery loves company. That's this person. So they might like to talk and put things down or just say negative things and make you feel bad about yourself because they don't feel good about themselves. Look, they try to keep you. They're trying to keep you stuck up in their way of doing things. Four of Pentacles. Like, they're trying to slow down your inspired action, essentially. So just be aware of who you're talking to and sharing your beliefs and thoughts with. You know, keep it to yourself, because not everybody, it's not that they don't want what's best for you, but they're so caught up in their own crap that it's like they just can't even be happy for somebody else's happiness or what it is you're working towards. Oh, and look, I went to put this back in the deck. I always look at the cards underneath. Message. I said communication right in the beginning, did I not? There it is. So emails or whatever, just make sure you're staying on top of those, but also know when to take a break and chill. Okay? So there you go, Gemini. Cancer. 38. All right, Cancer. Let's see what you all got going on. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, Spirit for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? February 2nd through the 4th. Stop and think for a second. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Oh, there's the song. What is it? It came in, I could barely hear it, and it left. Shit. Understanding and lust. Oh, Spirit, bring it back around for me, would you please? I don't know. Like, it came in real light and just kind of went right back out. Understanding and lust. Cancer, I'm going to jump in here because that message kind of evaded me there for a hot second. There's a song though, and I can't think. It started to play. I can't think of what it's called, and I can't even think of the lyrics right now. But I know I've heard it. I don't know. Individuality, the warrior, focus. Same as Gemini there. I get this impression, and I started to get this impression, and then I heard the song come in. It's like this, you're letting go of toxicity somehow, but there's also something about somebody who may not be good for you either, but I think that's what you're letting go of. There's something around that is being let go of. Listen, you guys are divinely protected. Like, and when I say divinely protected, it's like, not that they're coming in to rescue you, right? Not that anybody's coming in to save you from any earthly or spiritual or ethereal realm. But they're showing you signs. They're showing you something. For some of you, this could be a grandmother, is what Spirit is saying. But they're coming in to remind you of who you were as a child. Okay? And it's about the innocence of who you were. They're trying to get you to shift your focus from like the negative to the positive aspects of a time frame. Okay? I would say age 6 to 11 could have been very imperative for you guys, but I don't feel like this is karma, but we'll call it karmic, that it's taking you back in time for a reason. I'm not sure what that's about. So just be aware of that, but it's definitely floating around in your energy this weekend. Pride, Cancer. You know, when I seen this card, you guys are the only sign that I think maybe but once or twice that has ever gotten this card, and it was Aries that had it. And as soon as I seen it, I thought of you, and here it is. So maybe you're dealing with an Aries. You could be. Spirit said poised for grace and success. When I've seen this Pride card come out for you guys before, it's been more in the negative connotation. I'm not going to fib, but there's something about this that it's kind of like, I don't want to say knocking you off your pedestal, because a lot of you don't put yourself on a pedestal, but at the same time, some do. But it's like maybe where you felt grown up and like above all, and they're giving me the number 48 for some reason. This is taking you like out of that level of tangible maturity and taking you back into a space of innocence. Like, forget the glitz, forget the glamour, forget the pretty things, forget the houses, the cars, the adult stuff that we invest into, even like, makeup and hair and clothes and all of that stuff that makes us feel whatever, right? They're asking you to remember who you were. Like, before all of life really happened in totality for you, who were you? And that's a unique thing, because you look at this individuality card, right? You see the difference between her and her, right? There's a vast difference. And I'm also going to point that out too. Like, they're not the same person at all. Like, there's no resemblance between the two. And I feel like life has made you feel like you've carried life scars with you, okay? Plain and simple. But the one true thing that has consistently remained with you is this innocence. It's just been buried really freaking deeply. The dog, representation of companionship as well. Cancer, you are your own best friend. We are all our own best friend. There is, and I'm not trying to like go, don't trust anything or anybody, right? But you are the one true person that you can trust. And that's why we say, like, work on thyself first before you can love another person the way, you know, because if not, you're going to take those scars and those battle wounds and you're going to love from an unhealthy place. And I feel like Spirit is taking you back to some childlike innocence to, you know, appreciate who you are at your very core, that you're separate of everything else. Sixth chakra, I just heard Spirit say, do you see it now? I don't know. It's what Spirit is giving me. Do you see it now? Balancing, doors to romance, Magician in the mirror. Talking about love, right? This is uncaging a beautiful space within the heart's soul, is what they just gave me. Yin and Yang, Magician in the mirror. It is the duality of both sides of things. And I mean, you see this, right? I mean, it's white and orange, but then he's got like a bluish white, the water and the fire. You see the resemblance. Like you're starting to create a balance within yourself, Cancer, that is going to create so much for generations to come. But you know, you have to do the work, is what Spirit is saying. Five of Pentacles, recognizing where things were not balanced and fair, how you got betrayed, backstabbed, hurt in love, and now to the space of walking away. And I think that for some of you, there's a lot of mental anguish in the idea of creating boundaries. It's like, well, if I do this, does this mean I don't love? If I do that, does it mean that I am, you know, cold and abrasive? Does it mean, because you guys are nurturers, you're lovers, right? You're carers. You take great pride in that. You take great pride in yourself. So it's like, does this mean that I am going against everything that I know? No, you're releasing that shit. And I said in the very beginning, it's like you were releasing something toxic. The Judgment, she is releasing. This can no longer control her. Him, they, it doesn't matter. It's changing significantly. Okay, you're saying no more of those. All right. What is this? Yeah, Judgment. You're releasing something here. And I feel like this is a work in progress, Cancer. Don't expect this to happen overnight. But I think that whatever you're working on for you, you're doing it. Keep going. Advice for Cancer. I almost said Gemini. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Many options unconventional. One night stand and string along. Backstabbing. I feel like for some of you, this pain, this absence of whatever this was, has, it's kind of like it tends to creep up and kind of remind you about that time frame. And hammer, sabotage, rebuild, persistent, working on and repairing. I just said it's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take time, and you're continuing to work on that. And as you do, there's the Phoenix energy, that is Scorpio. New phase, rekindled, renew, and growth, changed mind, rise from the ashes. You're coming out of this, whatever this is. You're coming out of this. Don't dwell on the past. You're letting it go. And like you could have felt like in the past you were attacked and betrayed and step tower. Like you're creating a tower moment for somebody or something, or just even for yourself so that you change. I feel like this is more of yourself so that you can have happier family connections or partnerships in general. Like it's going to make your life a lot easier. You know, and it could have been a humbling moment for you dealing with these things. Okay? All right, Leo. 3842. Leo, 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 Leo. How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. Leo. What is going on for Leo, Spirit? February 2nd through the 4th. Leo. Oh, sweet Leo. High Priestess of Fire. Trapped. Beauty. Hope. Rigid. And then honesty coming out sideways. Why are you not speaking your truth? I feel like you're making plans or something and you're just like, instead of just saying, no, I don't want to do this. No, I can't do this. Or whatever this is. You may not just be saying anything at all. It is going against your boundaries, Leo. It's like, well, I would like to. Okay, sure. And then you're going home and going, why did I just commit myself to that? Why did I just do that? because this is not what I want to do. So for some of you, you could have picked up a day at work. For others of you, you could be being invited out to something. You're not, whatever this is to, and if it's not something like that, whatever you're feeling, some of you kind of could even be like going somewhere or not telling a whole truth to something as well. I don't know. You guys are not being straightforward right now. I almost feel like you're kind of, patience, you're back in your lull. Like, nope, don't want to do this. Strength. I don't know. I feel like you're putting a time out this weekend on other people and situations. Like, and you could feel like you're being left out if you don't, or you're going to miss something. It's kind of like the nosy kid that's got to like be up in your business. Or your kids, they don't want to go to bed. They're afraid they're going to miss something. That's kind of this energy. Is like you're committing yourself to something, or knowing you didn't want to, because like, what am I going to miss out on? Like, you're not going to miss out on anything, Leo. Whatever is meant for you is going to be for you, whatever that means for each of you. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. There's a shit ton of fire energy here. But then comes the patience, which is a snowball, which just puts everything on ice, right? So it's like, no. Like putting your own flames out. I said you're not speaking your truth. There comes the throat chakra, financial constraints, which is just, to me, in general, a lot of, emptiness when it comes to our stability sometimes. This is a 4. So you're just, I don't think you know what you want to do. And strategy comes out in the reverse. There you go. Said you're not being honest. Deceit. Leo. Look, just be straight with whatever's going on. You have to be. Because remember, what you don't comes out anyhow. It's like you ended up not going to your friends, whatever, but instead you went to get something to eat, and then on Tuesday you see this person at work, and they were telling you about their weekend, and you're like, oh yeah, I went to, Chick-fil-A and got a chicken sandwich. And they're like, well, I thought you didn't leave the house this weekend. It could be something very small like that, but nonetheless, it's manipulative in some way. So you need to be aware that could come back and bite you in the butt. So just be honest. Even if you're not, you could just simply say to whoever or whatever, like, I don't know that I want to do that right now. Just be honest. If I'm confused, just leave me in confusion. That's how it feels. Like your heart, your brain, and your body are like not on the same page right now. Like your heart wants something, your mind saying something else, and your body is like, well, I've got the motivation, let's go. But everything else is not on, like you're just not on the same wavelength. And that, the biorhythms, if you've never looked up your biorhythm chart, you can look that up. And it actually, as I say this, it looks at your emotions, your mental pattern, and your physical stamina as well. And you'll see, like, you put in your date, like you can just Google biorhythm, and you'll see those 3 things. Like sometimes, depending on your chart itself, they go up and down. And I kind of feel like that's what you're dealing with. Like you physically might feel great to go do things. Your mind's starting, because they all ebb and flow. Your mind could be like, oh, that would be nice. And your heart is just like, absolutely not. Your emotions are at the bottom. So check that out. That could give you some insight and clarity as to why you're feeling the way you're feeling right now. 10 of Wands, burdened by whatever this is. Like, no thank you. I don't want to do this. But you not conveying that. Balance, temperance, healing, and then the 4 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Leo, it's just a lot of mixed up energy the way this comes through. It's very confusing. It's like you're going in 1,000 different directions. You've got a ton of fire energy, then you've got a little bit of the heart, and then you're like, no, I don't want to with this patience. And 10 of Wands, it all feels heavy and hard. And temperance, like, I can do both, right? 4 of Wands, let's go have a good time. Oh, excuse me. But I don't want to have to think about this right now. But I know that I want to get my 10 of Pentacles, but I also know that I need to take a break. And somewhere in the middle of all this, I'm trying to control everything and hold back what I've got to really say. Like, you're kind of all over the place this weekend. You need to sit down, meditate, ground yourself, pray, eat bonbons, I don't know, whatever it is that you need, but you need to find a way to bring yourself into a space of balance. And chaser, a fear of abandonment. I said you feel like you could be missing out on something if you don't go. That's a codependent situation. So it's like you're not going to miss anything if you... Resentments and triggers, plain and simple. Something here is triggering you, and you know you're going to have to go within, Leo, to find this death card and bring it to a close, the death card, with the runner. So you could also be dealing with somebody who's like this, that's very in and out, and it's either your energy or the person you're dealing with. But I feel like somebody's done chasing a particular situation, but sitting on the sidelines. Like I said, you could say to them Tuesday, you know, like, yeah, I went and had a sandwich, blah, blah, blah. They're paying attention. Sunglasses, they're watching, they're paying attention. So if you think that you've fooled them, no. Or if they think they have fooled you, no. That is not what is happening here. And as I say that, look at this. Oh my goodness. You cannot make it up. The moon, the devil, and the fool. By the way, 3 of Cups are behind that. You are not tricking anybody. Or they are not tricking anybody. Whatever it is for you. So, yeah, Queen of Swords. Just be clear. Be honest. Be truthful. Stand in your convictions. It is what it is. And if nobody else likes it, oh well. Something. I think a lot of you Leos have a lot of different things going on. And I could probably spend 2, 3, 4 hours, maybe more, on that, but we're not going to dive too deep, okay? Virgo, 4638. All right, Virgo, what y'all got going on this weekend? February 2nd through the 4th. Virgo, let's see. Are you dealing with a water sign, Virgo? More than likely. High Priestess of Water. Or we are just not in touch with our emotions, or when we do get in touch with our emotions, it's really freaking uncomfortable this weekend. Focus, again, showing itself, movement, and listening. You know, chaos. Virgo, somebody could be blaming you for not validating their feelings. Or that you're not thinking about things the way they are. And I almost feel like they're really in like a tiff, like, do you want me to leave? I'll just go. Very dramatic. A very dramatic energy to whoever or whatever it is you're dealing with. And it's like, just get me out of here, please. Just lift me up, beam me up. Aliens, come light up a beam and beam me away, because I am fed up. Like, I feel like there is just this, like, you almost looking at a situation like, what do you want me to do? Tell me what you want me to do. Because right now, I don't know what to do. Like, you're miserable, and you want me to be miserable with you. No matter what I offer up, you're not stepping into that. What do you want me to do? And it's like, waiting for an alien, UFO, to come by and just beam you out of a situation, because I am done. I'm fed up with this. Somebody is just over the top dramatic here. And it's just like, I almost feel like you're in, not that you're not familiar with this, because I feel like you are, but there's something about this, and Spirit saying, whatever this is, it takes the cake. Like, this is a whole other level for somebody right now. Is somebody else going through an awakening? The Hunt. The Hunt. Orion. 8. Compassion. They do. They expect you to, it's almost like they need to be nurtured, and they're turning to you for this. And it's like, well, come love me, come protect me, come make me feel better, come do this for me. Like, it's almost like they're in victim mode is what this boils down to. And it's just like, their energy is like absorbing everything around you right now. They're taking up everything around you right now. Woman holding a coin. So this is somebody who enjoys attention. This is somebody who enjoys you catering to them. I don't know why I'm seeing her in such a negative light, but I am. 2 6s. And you're just, again, please let me go. Let me out of this. Like, I'm done with this. Like, I don't know what you want. But it's almost like they're looking to you for some kind of self-empowerment, Virgo. This weekend, you're going to have to just, if you've got, like, if you live with this person or whatever, like, get in the car, take a drive, blow off some steam. Like, you're going to have to separate yourself from this energy, because they're very much a woe is me, and it's almost like a snotty, you owe me something, or you should be doing this for me. And you're just like, listen, I just want peace. Like, I just want some clarity around what the hell is going on here, so I know what direction to move. They're carrying the burdens and the baggage. What I just said, 3 of Swords. They're miserable. They're hurting. They're feeling some kind of way. And now it's someone else's fault because they don't know how to. This is a lack of emotional intelligence. They don't know what to do with this. They're feeling how they're feeling. And for you, it's just like, I just want solitude and peace. Like, I don't know what to do to bring this together for you because you're miserable. You've got the 5 of Cups, the Page of Swords, 2 of Cups. You don't people please, Virgo. Don't people please. Like, you can have your differences and still love somebody, and they need to understand that. The perspective of it is they need to understand that. And the Virgo, there you are, the Hermit too. Like, they're trying. If you've established a boundary with somebody, they're pressing your boundaries. Like, they're trying to, like, it's almost like a emotionally lacking person who only knows how to get what they want by manipulating the emotional energy around a situation. So when they do that, you know, they're breaking down your boundaries. They're pushing you till you just give in. And that's kind of how this feels to me. That's in passion, and then charmed or used, enabled boundaries. I'm telling you, whoever this is, they're really pushing it, and you're going to have to, they're working on pulling your boundaries down, and you're like trying to preserve yourself to keep your boundaries up because you know that this is, you need to protect your energy. Somebody's triggering you this weekend, and you're dealing with someone who just straight up lacks emotional intelligence. They don't know how to express themselves the way they need to, or to even, like, it's like a baby. You've got to teach your kids from day one to self-soothe. It's like every time they cry, if you were in their bedroom, pulling them out of the crib, going, oh, it's going to be fine, it's going to be okay, and you're rocking them and you're soothing them, you have to teach your kids to self-soothe. This person does not know how to self-soothe, so they're miserable and going, I'm going to throw a fit, and you're going to be the one to take care of me. You're an adult. Figure it out. You know, important for you to protect your energy this weekend and hold yourself together, because you cannot put this person back together right now. It's just not, they don't, even if you gave them the best advice, you gave them all the hugs, you made them meals, you gave them your time and energy and attention, they would still sit on the bed and mope. Like, it would never be enough. So if that's where they are and that's what you're dealing with, hard no, not doing it. Like, you can, like, look, I just picked up the deck to put the card back in. Protection. Protect your energy this weekend. You can't make it up. All right. I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to get it uploaded, or starting to upload. I'm going to come back to Libra through Pisces. Guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. Protect your boundaries, obviously. There, Virgo. I'm sending you guys so much love. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and then check out the description box below to reach out for a personal read. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Sending you love.